This message is from Mary Magdalen, one of the many faces of the Mystic Rose Collective. I am here with you today, dear ones, to share my message of love, peace, harmony, and healing. So many of you are in turmoil over the events and frequencies you are experiencing from the greater collective. Many things that have been going on below the surface of your awareness are now being brought to the light. And while that is difficult to witness and may feel very destabilizing, what I have to say to you today is that these things are being emerging from the depths of darkness so that they may be released, transmuted, and realigned. And you, dear one, who is listening to this message, has a role to play in all of that. You are here for a specific reason, and while you may not know what that reason is, do not doubt that you are a light bringer to this planet. You are somebody who can hold the frequency of love and share it with others. And the more of you who can hold that frequency of love, the more that it will expand in your realm. And while there will always be duality and polarization in the earth realm, and while there will always be people who are uncomfortable with this vibration of love and choose to exist more in alignment with fear, the more of you who are aligned allows for consciousness to grow, to expand, and to bring you into the next phase of your evolution. That next phase of evolution looks like a world of greater peace and greater harmony, greater justice for all. And it may feel very far off from what you are experiencing in your daily lives. It may feel very far off if you are reading the comment sections on social media and see the division playing out in real time, with one polar being of fear and one polar of being understanding. But what we have to say to you is to make sure that when you are in alignment with the truth and what is right and fair and just for all, that you are not engaging in conversations that other the people on a different wavelength as you, that you are not judging them for where their consciousness is. We know this is difficult, especially when harm is caused. And to that we say, what they need is compassion and understanding and acceptance for where they are in their journey, not further judgment and further anger and further division. Right? When you call somebody a name who disagrees with you, that does not promote them to see from your perspective. What that does is that promotes them to push back against you and your message of truth. And if you are genuinely speaking the truth, then you will be doing that from the consciousness of love, of compassion. And while we understand that it is not good to always engage with people who are at the polar opposite of you, because then frequencies shift and they may pull you more into their direction, what we say to you is, when you do interact with these people, to hold your vibration, embody it in your mind and body and soul, to stay centered in this frequency of love, and to recognize when you need to move away from the other frequencies so that you can maintain your own center. And we also have to say that by maintaining this frequency in your mind, body, and soul, you are shifting the collective for the greater good of all. Whether you recognize it or not, whether you see it or not, or whether other people are feeling it or not, there is a ripple effect. And the more that people embody love, the more people call this into their existence and their consciousness, the more people will be more easily able to get to this vibration themselves. So for you who are here and listening to this message, you have the opportunity to be a beacon of light and a way shower for those who may be a little bit further behind you. And do not doubt that even the people who are stuck in the deepest depths of fear and despair, that they can rise too, because at their core essence is also love. It is just buried. But when people continue to show up and uncover it for themselves and talk about their experiences of uncovering it for themselves, it paves the pathways for others to do that for themselves too. And we know that some of these messages may be confusing to integrate into your mind, because what we say is to always approach every person and every situation with love in your heart, love in your mind, love in your words, love in your understanding. And what some do not understand is that love does not mean free of consequences or free of accountability. That is not true. Sometimes people must learn from their mistakes and from the harm that they've caused through accountability in the earth realm, through justice, through fairness, through cause and effect, in a way that does not happen in other places, because you are a planet of duality, because there will always be the light and the dark and the love and the fear here. Even if the balance has shifted and that we move more to the side of love, there will still be some that are always going to be stuck in fear. That is just how this realm was set up and developed. And so, while we can lovingly have empathy and compassion for those stuck in the fear, that does not mean that they get to continue to cause harm to others, and that because of love, you just stand idly by and do not do anything about it, and there are no boundaries, and there are no consequences. That is not the case. But it is thinking about how to have those boundaries and how to implement what is fair and right and equitable and just for all in a way that has compassion tied into it. So it is not torturing the torturer. It is not killing the murderer. It is not abusing the abuser. No, that is not what justice is. But it may mean that these people are limited in what their life experiences get to be because of harm that they have caused. That does not mean that they should be treated as inhumane. That does not mean that they should not be viewed as a soul with love as their core component. What it means is that there can be compassion and justice, and compassion and accountability. Both of those things can exist simultaneously together. So speak out about the things that you see in the world that are out of alignment with love. And do so in a way that is in compassion with the people who are out of alignment with love. Not in judgment, but in an effort to expand the truth and the understanding of that truth to more people. But also recognize that there will be some people who are not ready to follow your guidance, and that does not mean you continue to hammer them or you continue to push. Never doubt the power of a seed planted. Never doubt what could come to fruition in the right energetic environment of love and peace and harmony and acceptance. And so pursue that as your highest ideals in your own life. Be the living example for others of what it means to be a conscious and compassionate creator. And see what emerges in the world as a result. We hope that this message has resonated with you. And we know that if you are still here, that some aspect of it may have. Some aspect of it may have felt uncomfortable. And if that is the case, breathe into that discomfort and know that it is okay. That there's nothing inherently wrong with you for feeling that discomfort. What it means is that there's a wounded part inside of you that is resisting the message because of what it has learned and what it has known. And that learning and that knowledge can change with time, with love, and with compassion. We send our love to you now. We of the Mystic Rose Collective are here to help you elevate your consciousness and that of your planet. We believe in you. We have seen the path, the many different paths that this planet can take, that this planet has taken, that this planet is taking. There are so many possibilities of what can happen and where to ascend to, and we are here to help you ascend to the highest timeline and the highest vibration. And you do that through love. We love you. We love you. We love you. And with that, the message is complete.